Good morning. It is Saturday, August 5th, and we got some projects to do today. So I'm heading down the farm. We're gonna start there. David's coming up with his Polaris, Ned's coming over with his mule, and we're gonna go back on the farm first. What we're doing today is we've got 3 plots to spray. We'll share with you at least the video of 2 of them. You know, we're not sure if we're going to get to the 3rd one, so we'll see, but that's the plan. But what we're looking at doing here is our plot. If you saw the last video that I shared, you know, had some grass and some weeds growing and stuff like that, and I did a lot of trimming along the edge of the woods line and the corn up on top and down the whole tree line and whatnot. So my plan today is we're going to go up, we're going to spray for the grasses and stuff like that. It's not going to affect the clover, and it's going to allow us to plant some brassicas still. So we've got some Carnage Brassicas that I ordered, and we can plant and spray. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray the plot, and I think what I want to do is spray the top part of the field along the corn, between the corn and the woods, outside the plot as well. And then we're going to do a little bit of seeding with Carnage Brassicas from Killer Food Plots, and we're going to see how that takes. We should see some growth within a week, and then, you know, we'll continue to feed that in a month with the Groganics. If this takes, this will really give us a good little kill section as we get ready for deer season. The reveal cell camera, blowing up this morning at the plot in the vine. Lots of does, fawns, and a young buck or 2 up there hanging out, so that's pretty cool. We just need the big ones to start coming. So hopefully we can do that. We're gonna try to head over to Ned's plot if I got enough stuff to do, and I do have to get down to my buddy Daryl's where we have a plot down there. So we're gonna see how the day goes. We'll gauge it, but that's the initial plan right now. We're heading down to the farm, spray the plot, spray outside the plot, and we're probably going to spray the tree line, but with a different mix, you know, because we're not going to plant in the whole tree line area. So the area where we want to plant brassicas, we're going to spray that the same spray we're doing in the food plot, and then we'll use a different blend for the rest of the tree line, so it just kills it off, makes it easier for us walking, riding the quads, the ATVs and whatnot back. So come on along, we'll see you guys down at the farm. Alright guys, welcome to this week's video. Okay, like I said when I was getting ready to come down, David's pulling in the driveway now. Ned's over here filling some water containers. So the project down here on the farm today is we were hoping to have the Polaris and the mule. We got the mule. The Polaris is not working. It stopped working when I pulled into David's driveway after the last project that I did, and he had it running the other day. Now it won't start, so we've got to figure that out. But what we're going to do is we're going to head back. We're gonna spray the food plot and the edges. Like I said, we're gonna use Arrest Max from Whitetail Institute. Okay, this is a product. It's got active ingredients, clathodium, and whatnot, that will kill off annual and perennial grasses, but it won't affect like broadleaf clovers, peas, brassicas, things like that. It won't affect that. So we're going to spray the plot and we're going to spray outside the plot with the Arrest Max, and then we're going to use a spot sprayer to do that. We're going to fill up, we're going to fill up the Fimco 15-gallon sprayer. We're going to use IMOX in there, and we're going to spray the tree line from where we leave off with where we want to plant all the way down and around to kill off all the vegetation between the corn and the edges of the wood line, just to make it easier for us walking back and or driving back with the Polaris when we get that going. And then we've got Carnage Brassicas from Killer Food Plots. So that's what we're gonna plant up at the top, and you can plant even when you're spraying this, okay? Typically you'd like to let it sit for a little bit, but we're gonna plant this up top today, just kind of an overseed, and see how it works, and then we'll go from there. So David just pulled in. We're gonna get to work. We'll see you guys up in the back. So we got everything loaded up here. We're gonna pile in Ned's mule.
Dennis broke my Polaris.
David broke his Polaris.
Wow. You saw in the videos the last person that used it.
It's not on video.
It won't run now.
No.
So
it ran the whole time until it pulled into his driveway, and then it decided to just die. And then
I'm not getting into brotherly love here.
Then I had to push it into the garage. So, but we'll figure it out. Something's not right with it, but we'll figure it out. But we've got the Fimco with the IMOX in it. We've got a couple of 5-6 gallon containers of water, and we've got the hand sprayer filled up with 2 gallons already of the Arrest Max for the food plot, and we've got the Carnage Brassica in here. So we're gonna head up to the food plot. I'll start spraying up there. Ned and David can start spraying around the tree line from where we're not gonna plant, and we'll knock this off hopefully pretty quick, and then we'll take it from there. So let's get going. We'll see you up in the food plot. Alright guys, so if you remember, well, you didn't see it, but the last time when I came through here, I was able to drive up here and really only hit 1 or 2 corn stalks, but this is all out here, so we're cutting our way back.
throw that over in there.
Huh?
Just go ahead and throw that back.
Yeah,
in
okay,
there.
thanks for the help.
Yep.
I wasn't sure where to put it. Good thing you're here. I got it. Don't worry, Dave.
That's the best you could do.
All right, guys. We're just gonna get this cleared out. We're gonna put a blind right in here, catch these deer working this tree line. So we'll get with you when we're all said and done, show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so we made it up to the plot. You saw we were doing some clearing with some overhanging trees there. We're going to get to work up here now. So I'm going to take this hand sprayer and I'm going to start spraying the plot. And this area right here where we're standing, I'm going to spray this too, because this is where we're going to plant some brassicas up along this edge here. We're just going to broadcast spread it and maybe just around that corner right here and see if they come up. You know, and hopefully, I mean, we got plenty of sunlight here. We'll kill this stuff off, see what happens, and then Ned and David will take the mule and they'll start spraying the tree line and everything, and we'll get this job done. We were looking over there for that water hole. We probably won't get to that this year, but I think next year that's definitely a corner where we want to put a water hole. So, but I think next year we were talking that we're probably going to need to turn the soil in the food plot, you know, just to aerate it and get the stuff to grow a little bit hardier. I mean, it's growing better than it did a week ago. You know, we planted it. You know, I came up here, I mowed the weeds down, fertilized it with some organics, and you know, we got a lot of good chicory coming up, but the root base just isn't strong enough yet for the clover. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that it continues to grow, and we'll see what happens. But let's get going. Alright guys, well, we are making some progress. So you guys went down and you got most of this tree line?
Yep. Well, from the corner.
The bottom corner?
Up. We got up, we're probably about
So you
15.
started back in the corner by the pond?
Where my old stand is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and then I got the plot all sprayed. I got about almost 2/3 of the way with 2 gallons of spray, just with the hand sprayer on the food plot. So then I did another mix. I finished the food plot and I've sprayed now the outside of this corn field and whatnot that we're going to plant with the brassicas right into here. So I'm going to make another mix. That'll finish off what I need to do here. And then these guys are going to take the rest of the water, make another solution mix of the IMOX, and finish spraying what you guys got to do on the tree line, right?
Yep.
And then once I get done with this, I'll break out the brassicas and I'll seed this area here that we're going to do, and then we're all set for up here. I brought the velvet. We'll freshen up the vines before we leave, and that'll be it for this farm here, and then we'll head back and get ready to go to the next spot. So, all right. So what we're using, like I said, is we're using the Arrest Max for the food plot. So it's an ounce for every gallon. So this is a 2-gallon sprayer, so I'm putting 2 ounces in it at a time, and just using a cone, light cone spray just over it. And just kind of going back and forth and walking, taking your time. It's time consuming, guys, but you don't need big, heavy equipment to do food plots. You can see what we're using. I mean, we're grateful that we have, you know, Ned has his mule, David has the Polaris. We just got to get it working. But, you know, for the most part, what we use is a lot of just real simple stuff. We've got a sprayer that we can plug into, you know, the UTVs to do big areas, but something like this, it's just a small plot. I'm using a hand sprayer, or you can use a backpack sprayer. You see me up here with a walk-behind mower, just mowed this area and that. So it doesn't take a whole lot to really put some nice food plots in and draw deer to your area or create little kill plots. David and Ned finished all the spraying on the tree line. Do we have any left?
Yeah.
So we got some left, so we're going to spray from where they started back towards the house to kill off the vegetation going around that way. And I finished spraying the food plot in the area here that we're going to do. So now we're going to pull out some of the Carnage Brassicas, and I think we're just going to seed the outside area, David, right? We're not going to do in the food plot right now?
No, I don't think so.
All right, we're going to do this. We'll see how the food plot looks after we sprayed. We'll take it from there, but we'll see. Maybe we can get something in here. That's the idea, and get some stuff on the outside. Expanding the food plot is what we're doing today.
Dump that in there.
Dump it in here, Dave?
Dump it real good.
Maybe. It's going to be tough because you're going to have.
Let's see how
see how that comes out. I'm going to come back to it.
You think I put it on 2 maybe?
Yeah, let's start on 2.
All right, I'm going to head up here and start from the top, work my way down. All right, guys, well, we've never planted here before, but obviously you can see there's agriculture 3 yards to my right. So, you know, we know it's good soil. We sprayed it to kill off the grasses. So as those grasses start to die over the next week, hopefully the seed will start to germinate. We got some warmer temperatures again coming with some rain off and on. So a little bit of moisture will hopefully germinate this. Maybe we'll have a nice row of brassicas right along the edge of the corn, leading into the food plot, and then the clover and the chicory continue to flourish in there. So we're all done here. We're gonna head down, finish spraying as we go, and we'll see you on the next spot. See ya. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're back over at Ned's plot now, so he's gonna back the mule off, and we're gonna take it down to his plot. We're gonna spray that, and then we're gonna let that sit, and he'll come next week and overseed this, you know, with his white rage that we got planted here. But we're going to see how that's growing, and then freshen up the vine and the mock scrape, and fix up some cameras, and that'll be it. So come on along. Putting down the arrest max. You can see we've got a lot of grass down here in Ned's plot, but there are brassicas coming up and there's clover coming up. But you know, again, this is a work in progress. A lot of stuff coming up, so we're going to spray it to kill the grasses and some of the weeds here. Give it a couple of days. Ned's going to come back next week. He's going to throw down some more lime, some more fertilizer, and some more white rage, and hopefully that'll get it good for the fall. And then next spring, our plan here is we're going to spray this whole plot to kill it good, and then we're going to do soil sample, disc this up really good, and then plant it right. So but I mean, there's stuff coming up, but we can see that it probably needs nitrogen and whatnot, you know, with the way that the brassicas are looking. But we're getting there. We're getting there. You just got to keep working at it. A lot of poison ivy and different things in here that we got to kill off. That's taking a lot of the nutrients out of here.
That's when you have that loosened ground on there for the night and stuff. Where's that at?
Not sure. So we just freshened up the scrape underneath my vine here. Angled it a little different, David said, so they aren't coming in and facing me. So they come in and they're kind of quartering away. Now we're going to freshen it up with some straight thick products.
scrape ignite first.
And then some velvet. I don't have that one yet. I just have the velvet.
Early seasons. This works really good. You get a perfect wind right here.
Yeah.
That's good. Which way do you come in? You come in right
I
the
park,
same way
I
we-
park down that way, but I walk up and come in, yeah, the same way. That's thick as balls in here, over here.
right.
I've come in that way before, but I just make too much noise. No spraying. What are we spraying actually? What's it called?
This is Arrest Max.
Arrest Max.
Yep.
Over top of the killer food plot. All right, we just got done spraying my killer food plot to kill the grasses. Come back next week and fertilize it, lime it, and plant some more white rage. And then we'll see what happens for the fall. Still got to get a coyote out of here. If I can get Dave over here to kill her.
You get it done.
There you have it.
I'm pooped. I got nothing to say actually.
Speechless. David, wrap it up.
I'm hungry. Let's go.
Let's go.
See you guys next time.